NOMARUSSIA attended the Truth and Reconciliation Commission hearings in South Africa shortly after apartheid ended. She wanted to find out why government soldiers shot her brother at a train station in 1993. She was never really told the truth about why he died and says she can't forgive and forget. She's now part of a group where people like her meet to try and find a way to heal.
There were 3 bodies that lay on the side of the tracks. They had been shot. A week later, we were told his remains were at a mortuary. I had to go through body bags looking for him.
Nelson Mandela, South Africa's first black democratically elected leader, made reconciliation a priority of his presidency. One of his biggest achievements was his role in setting up the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. It investigated crimes committed during apartheid on both sides to try and unify a racially divided nation. Political analysts say it worked to a certain extent. At that time, there was uncertainty about the country's future and whether the different races could live together. But more than 20 years later, South Africa still struggles with race and other challenges. Factions in the ruling African National Congress threaten to divide the continent's oldest liberation movement. Millions of black South Africans continue to live in shanty towns with little access to running water, electricity, or quality healthcare. Nelson Mandela's legacy of tolerance and reconciliation has been threatened over the years by social conflict in South Africa. This country has one of the highest rates of inequality in the world. The poor black majority say they want jobs and land. Some South Africans feel the promises of a better life for all made in 1994 haven't materialized.
In many areas of the country, 50% of black youth are not in employment. Are they going to see employment in their lifetime? It's a question that needs to be asked repeatedly.
Some young people born after apartheid are starting to ask questions about whether Mandela spent too much time focusing on reconciliation instead of improving conditions for the poor. NOMARUSSIA and others in her group say they admire Mandela's willingness to forgive people, even those who refuse to apologize for the crimes they committed during apartheid. She says she's still trying to find that strength and hopes today's leaders work harder to build a more racially and economically inclusive South Africa, the kind of country some say Mandela would have wanted to see.